Mr. President, my name is Addo. Mumin. I work with the Ghana Broadcasting Corporation. I'm just curious that 6 months into your government and 2 months before the implementation of a major policy, which is a free senior high school education, even at this forum, almost nothing has been said about it. I am curious, again, that for a party, a government that campaigned on the back of free senior high school in 2008 and in 2016, that as we speak, people, especially where I come from, rural folk, are still not very sure whether the standard of qualification to enter senior high school, which is the cutoff point is 30, grade 30, I believe, and that all of a sudden the government that promised free senior high school is giving us a new cutoff point. People are anxious, Mr. President, that are you going to deny a section of Ghanaians free senior high school because you are making it free for just a section of Ghanaians? Thank you very much.
The free SHS. No comment, because the program for introducing the free secondary high school policy has been spelled out in a series of public engagements by the Minister for Education. They've set up a secretariat, they've set up an implementation committee, and he himself has engaged the media and public opinion several times. He's about to do so in the course of the next week, 10 days again, to set out exactly what the roadmap is that will bring the policy into play. What he has said is that it will be available to those who gain access to senior secondary school in the public sector. That is the principle. I don't know that there's been a shift in the goalposts as far as cutoff is concerned. What I've heard, and I think it is correct, is that the policy will avail those who are accepted in the senior high schools. It's gone further, because on these matters too, you will always be involved in issues of equity like what you're raising. To say that the policy that is being devised by the Ministry of Education is that the so-called elite schools in Ghana are going to be required to reserve 30% of places in them to those schools that come from, if you like, more disadvantaged backgrounds and locations. So the effort to try and create some kind of a balance in what is being proposed is one that is engaging all of our attention, and it must engage all of our attention. An educational part of the reason why I've been so insistent on the free senior high schools and an educational system which is, if you like, class or group driven, where only people who have money can guarantee the successful education of their children and then perpetuate that, is one that's creating a society that ultimately is not stable or tenable. We have to have a Ghana where all the talents have an opportunity to be able to come to the fore, and therefore you have to create a system where opportunities are widespread and they're not confined or restricted to one group of people or to one class of people. I feel very strongly about that, and it is part and a very important part of the reason for the advocacy that I've given to this idea in the last few years. So the reason why there's no mention about it today is not because it has been abandoned. On the contrary, it is very high priority. I'm going to look very foolish in the eyes of people and also extremely dishonest. After being in office, one of the things that I don't see to is the senior free high school system. People are going to say that I came to hoodwink them and con them. I am not a hoodwinker, I'm not a con man, and I'm an honest man, and I will make sure that it is done.